You really think you belong here? My dad laughed. My sister whispered, She smells like pig manure. The restaurant manager approached. Welcome back, Mr. Eli Mitchell. Your usual table is ready. Dad choked on his wine. You really think you belong here? My dad scoffed, swirling his Cabernet like he'd paid for it. His laugh was sharp, the kind that turned heads across the candlelit room. I watched the sommelier hesitate mid-pour. She smells like pig manure, my sister whispered behind her designer clutch, loud enough for me to hear, soft enough to pretend she didn't say it. The air at our table thinned. Welcome back, Mr. Mitchell, the restaurant manager said, stepping in with practiced grace. Your usual table is ready. My father blinked. Mr. But the manager wasn't looking at him. He turned to me, offering a knowing smile. This way, sir. I stood, buttoned my coat slowly. My sister's fake eyelashes fluttered. Dad choked on his wine. What the hell is going on? Dad growled. I met his eyes. I bought the place last month and walked to my table. I'm Eli. I was never supposed to be anything. My name's Eli Mitchell. I'm 27. They called me a waste. The disappointment. The weak one. I kept my head down, took community college courses at night, worked triple shifts when Mom got sick. They laughed when I said I was going to start my own construction business. Said I had a laborer's mind, not a builder's, but I remembered everything. Every smirk, every loan, every time they used my name and burned the credit behind it. They thought I'd stay broken. But I built from the pieces. The family that ate me alive. Dad. Daniel Mitchell, 58. Real estate broker turned alcoholic after Mom died. Spent my college savings on a boat. Never paid me back. Still wears cufflinks I bought him with my first paycheck. Ava, my sister, 34. She once said I was just useful enough to co-sign her car. She defaulted, tanked my credit. She married rich, divorced richer. Now she's successful selling sunset pics and fake motivation. Uncle Rick, 55. Mom's brother, lawyer. After Mom passed, he told me her will was complicated. I later found out she left me the house. He sold it, never told me. The first knife, and it was legal. When I was 19, Ava told me we were going to get matching cars. Twinsies. She squealed. What she meant was, you co-sign, I disappear. 2 months later, repo guys at my door. My credit's ruined. No explanation. Dad's response? Don't be such a girl about it. She's your sister. Then came the inheritance. Mom left me the house in South Bend. Rick sold it quietly. Forged my signature. Said it was for the good of the family. I lived in my truck for 3 months. They all knew. They just didn't care. The night before this dinner, Dad sent a group text. Family dinner at Delacroix. Ava's got good news. Eli, be on time. Wear something decent. I almost didn't go, but something burned in me because I wasn't who I used to be. See, in the past 6 years, I built a Mitchell Restoration. Coquin started with busted drywall jobs, grew it, hired crews, bought land, invested smart, and last month, I bought the holding company that owns Delacroix. Their favorite place, their status symbol, mine now. Mom died holding my hand. Not Ava's, not Dad's. Mine. She whispered, Don't become like them, Eli. Build your own, even if they never thank you. The house she left me. It was her way of thanking me. The house Rick sold. That was the last thing I ever had from her. They turned her memory into profit and never looked back. Halfway through dinner, I stood up and dropped a flash drive on the white tablecloth. What the hell is that? Ava asked. Emails, bank transfers, voice memos, I said, sipping my water. From Uncle Rick to Ava, coordinating the house sale, splitting profits. Dad notarized the false signature. Silence. "You were bluffing," Dad said. I looked at the manager. "Send it to the district attorney's office after dessert and CC Rick's firm." Dad stood. "You little bastard." "Sit down," I said, calm, measured. Ava stood, teary. "It was years ago, Eli. We were scared. We didn't think you'd understand." "No, you didn't think I mattered." Uncle Rick tried calling his assistant. The manager blocked the call. "This is private property now," he said. "Mr. Mitchell has asked you to leave after dessert." I looked at all three of them. You built your lives on my silence. Now feel the cost of my voice. After they left, Ava crying, Dad silent, Rick fuming, I sat alone. Same table, different man. I paid the tab, left a generous tip. The same busboy who once looked through me now smiled wide. "Congrats on the ownership, man. Feels good to win, huh?" "Not win," I said. "Heal." As I walked toward the door, Ava ran back in. "Wait." She reached into her bag, pulled out the photo of Mom. The one I hadn't seen in 8 years. "I kept this," she said. "I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but I was scared. You became what she wanted. I hated you for it." I didn't say anything, but I didn't walk away either. The night air hit different once the restaurant doors closed behind me. Not colder, not warmer, just quieter. I walked past rows of parked cars, through the streets of the city that raised me harder than my family ever did. The sky was cloudy, not poetic, just real. Like the rest of my life had been. I didn't feel victorious. I didn't feel righteous. I just felt tired. And for the first time in years, free. When you've spent most of your life swallowing your voice to keep the peace, to protect the ones who broke you, to avoid becoming what they called you, you don't explode, you exhale. I went home to a quiet apartment, not fancy, but mine. Paid in full, the wood floors I laid down myself, the couch I slept on during my rebuilding years, the photo of Mom by the kitchen window, the one Ava gave me that night. It sat in a frame now, not as a trophy, as a compass. 3 weeks passed. Ava sent me that email. No fluff, no manipulation, just, "I was wrong, I'm sorry." I didn't reply right away, I didn't trust it, but something in me, the part that still saw the little sister who used to braid my hair before school plays, whispered, "This is real." We met for coffee. No lawyers, no apologies rehearsed. She cried before I sat down, really cried. She told me the truth, about the pressure, the fear, the guilt that chewed her for years while she wore her smile like armor. I listened, because I didn't need revenge. I needed clarity. And when I stood to leave, I told her, "You don't have to fix the past. Just stop pretending it didn't happen." She nodded. That was enough. For now. Uncle Rick had mailed me a check, $50,000. Not hush money. Not that kind of check. This one had a Post-it stuck to it, handwritten and shaky. I thought I was protecting the family. I was protecting myself. "I'm sorry." I cashed it. Donated every cent to the youth shelter my company sponsors. Told the board to build a new wing for aging out foster boys. Call it my Mitchell Hall. Not after my father. After my Dad never reached out. Not a text, not an excuse, not even hate. And it hit me one morning while shaving. That might be my real victory. Not because I won, but because I no longer needed to chase the apology I once thought would heal me. I started therapy. Twice a week. It's not easy. Some days I leave pissed off. Some days I leave feeling like my bones got lighter. But I'm finally rebuilding me. Not just the things around me. A month later, I stood in front of a crowd of young men at a vocational school, told them the story. Not with fire, not with rage, with a truth. Told them that even if your own family breaks you, even if your credit's shot, your heart's numb, and your childhood was a lie, you can still come back stronger. Not cleaner, not perfect, just wiser. The last thing I'll say about all this, forgiveness isn't weakness, it's a power when it's earned. But you don't owe anyone a second chance at the table they burned down. You build your own table. You make it solid. You pull up chairs for people who would have done the same for you. And you sit there whole, not because they let you, but because you know you belong. If this story hit you, if you've ever been used, overlooked, or silenced by your own family, know this: you are not broken. You are not weak. You are just beginning. Drop a comment. What would you do in Eli's situation? Would you forgive them, expose them, or walk away for good? Share this with someone who needs to remember their power. Subscribe. For more emotional stories like this, true or fiction, they all come from real places.